Today we gonna cook one of the Vietnamese tradition cuisine. This is our national dish. It's called cá kho tổ. So actually it's just like fish caramel. So let's get into it. Look at that beautiful fish. I just caramel, and oh my goodness, I can't wait to show you guys step by step how to make them. We have about 500 grams of raw pasta fish right here. I'm gonna put them in here, already washed and cleaned nicely. We're gonna marinate the fish. Salad is small onions. We usually like to use these onions. Why? Because the flavor is strong, and it's not just strong, but the flavor is richer than regular cooking onions. So usually when we marinate on meat or fish, this is what we go for. I'm gonna clean them out. I'm going to use this caramel pot today. It just, I don't know, it's for me it's more like traditional way to prepare the dish, because this is very traditional Vietnamese dish. You can use like non-stick pot as well. You know, whatever you have available. Let's say that the pot you're using is not non-stick, it's regular. This is the trick. Even with this one is still stick. It will make the fish stick in the bottom, right? And to make it more tastier and avoid that, you know, sticky to the bottom. This is what we do. Either you have ground pork or pork belly. Today I have this piece of pork. Right here is the pork rib, but on the side is like meat only. So I will slide them out. Gonna put the entire layer on the bottom first. And here we go. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put, you can marinate the fish and then put them in here, or you can just directly put the fish in here and then put all the herb, all the marinade right on top, and let them rest at least half an hour before you cook them. So either way, right, I like to mix everything together with my fish first. So this is what I'm gonna do. I will marinate them separately and then lay them in here nicely together. Black pepper, peppercorn. It doesn't have to be black pepper. It have different color too, right? The white one, the red one, expensive one. We usually just use the regular black one. So here we go. So it depends on how spicy you want. I just use, you know, about like maybe a teaspoon, right? And then you can buy the one that's already grind out for you, or if you have something like this, you know, then you can do something like this as well. This is my meditation. Pepper is ready, right? You don't have to make it really fine, it's up to you. We like it like this, you know. You still have a little bit like that. Then when you eat them, you actually can bite into it. It's nicer. I'm gonna save a little bit out here, so you can put that like topping later, right on your fish when the fish is done. And the rest of them, I'm gonna put them all over my fish. Salad. So here you go. If you have the grinder, you know, small grinder at home, you can use that as well. It works. You don't have to chop it really fine, because when you stew them, you caramelize them, all the goodness of it will come out, right? So I will put a little bit in here, half in here for my fish, and the rest, another half, I will actually put, you know, directly on the meat. Sugar. So we're gonna go into marinate, into the fish right now. So sugar, I'm using palm sugar right now. One piece of this about 40 to 50 grams. So I'm gonna use entire one piece like this. You can use regular sugar. You can use, usually Vietnamese we like sugar cane sugar because it's available. That's what mostly popular back home. Palm sugar also amazing because regular sugar just gives you the sweet of it. But palm sugar, sugar cane sugar give you flavor. So when you marinate them or you cook with this kind of sugar, it gives you extra flavor. It's just like maple syrup, right? So maple syrup, it not just gives you the sweet, it gives you flavor. So similar, same idea. So we just like to cook them with mostly sugar cane sugar. Also like we make them into a big rock sugar or palm sugar. What I do, I'm going to kind of like grind them out, slide them out like this. Sugar. So this is what it look like when you're trying to kind of like cut them out, right? It's so beautiful, right? I'm gonna put them in my fish. Ta-da! In most Vietnamese food, we do use MSG, small amounts. MSG it just help to enhance, to activate, to make you know that the food is tastier. It's not really harmful because we don't really over consume it. So up to you if you allergic to it. If MSG is not your thing, you don't have to put them in there. I believe the sugar is already do the work already. But in this recipe I'm gonna use about half teaspoon of MSG. Fish sauce, of course, it's Vietnamese cuisine, have to have fish sauce. All right, so fish sauce, I will use about, this recipe I use about 2 spoons. So here we go. Based on your taste, you can use a bit more. This spoon is not really a full spoon, so I have to go like 4 to be able to get like 2 spoons. Browning. I went to visit my family in Barbados, and this is what I got. Ta-da! Browning. It just basically you can make it on your own as well. Just sugar, right? But you have to caramel them to get the color that you want. So this one is already made. So for me, I just use something like this. Or you can actually, do the sugar. I'm gonna show you guys in another video. I just use a tiny bit, not too much, because you only want to give it a color. There we go. This is not really a secret, but this is also a secret. So this is, the fat. So usually to be able to have this, what I do, I just buy whole bunch of, the pork fat, and then I cook them. Slowly cook them to get all the oil from them out, all the fat out. And then after that, you just store them in the fridge. And when it's already kind of like frozen, this is what you get. And when you cook, especially for this recipe, I love to have this because the meat I'm using today doesn't have enough fat, right? This will help not just to give you extra richer taste, but also my mouth watering, but also to make my fish is more juicier. So what I do, I'm gonna put this right on top of the fish, but I'm gonna mix my fish first. Just mix them all well together, and then you marinate them for at least half an hour, before you can cook them. You can basically cook them right away. It's just you have to cook them slowly because you want the fish to be, really marinate well. And when you eat the meat, It's just nicer. It's not just, you know, the taste from the outside of the fish, but it's also absorbed all the way inside, right? So look at that. Oh, so nice, right? You put them nicely together. When the heat start to activate, all of this will come down. Last but not least, so I just put a little bit of oil. You can just use regular cooking oil. Again, this is my special oil because I already cooked them with a little bit of garlic. I just put in here just a teaspoon over it, and it's just gonna give your food extra richer flavor and the color. So after we marinate them, leave them in here for at least half an hour, 40 minutes, or you can just leave them in the fridge for, you know, a few hours. That's fine, even overnight. And then it's time to cook. So I start them and finish them always on low heat. Low heat, again and again, low heat. It will cook fast, about half an hour, but it have to stay in low heat because you don't really have too much liquid or anything in here. Mostly the liquid it come from the fat that I put in, a bit of oil I put in, right? And you know, even a little bit from the meat, from all the ingredients, but mostly it doesn't have, you know, water or anything. Not a lot of liquid in here to be able to cook them properly and, you know, all marinate nicely together. You have to stay in low heat. So what we're doing right now, we caramel them. Caramelize this one in slow heat, in very low heat, okay? Just be patient, you know, go and wrap a book and then wait for it. But check and keep an eye on it, you know, every 5-10 minutes, check on it to see how they're doing. But it should be good in half an hour. Ooh, look at that. Just gonna pour my fat all over. Oh, it smells so good. Do not stir them. Do not flip them. Do not touch them or anything like that. I usually gotta flip them after they already cooked. Look at the sauce. Who got the sauce? I got the sauce. Recipe, you don't need thermometer. Look, it's ready. It's actually really ready. So what I'm gonna do, I will top them up with a little bit of like spring onions and cilantro already chopped out and then ready to serve. Here we go. And it's still boiling. Oh, I can't wait. All right, so I take one piece of fish out. Look at that piece of fish. All right, and here is the moment of truth. You see all the meat right here. This meat now is really tasty, and of course now it's so easy for you to take the fish out because you have that layer of meat underneath. But look at that. My mouth is watering. And last but not least, I top them off a little bit with more black pepper right on top. It's just my personal preference, but up to you. I'm so happy. All right. it's time to eat. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, my favorite part is here. You know, the on this side because it's more fat. The fish so juicy. Oh, the flavor, you can taste all flavor in here. Of course, the black pepper, the onions, the sugar, the palm sugar is do really well in this recipe. So highly recommend to you palm sugar or sugar cane sugar. Regular sugar, you're not going to be achieve this kind of flavor, but palm sugar. And of course, we eat them with rice, right? Whatever vegetable you like to dip with the sauce will go amazing.